lights are out, the power is out. Once I see those candles on in the dark hallways, in my room, in the kitchen, in my mother's room, that's when I get flashbacks to the day I almost came out to my mother. I don't even remember what year it was. I just remember it was at least 3 years ago. I was a teenager, and the power was out that day. I'm not sure why, but something about that day motivated me to tell her. I remember she was sitting on her bed, on the phone with her friend, laughing. I was in a good mood, and I felt more confident. I felt like I could be honest with my mother about something. Ultimately, I ended up not doing it. I think I was close to doing it, but the power came back on, and it was like everything returned to normal. It's crazy how us not having lights or power motivated me to want to do something I never saw myself doing. So, this is the story of how I realized I'm bi. I was about 14 years old in middle school. It was this one girl called America, a Hispanic girl called America. Yes, I know. I had a crush on her. She was my biggest crush at the time. And I guess this is the typical middle school love story, but I never thought out of all the girls in the school that she would like me. And she did. So, of course, we got together, and I guess we were in a middle school relationship. We didn't do anything crazy. The most we ever did was say those 3 words and hug. Nothing more than that, not even a kiss. So it did feel genuine, though again, it was just middle school. One day, America was upset, and we were messaging on the Kick Messenger app. It was nighttime, and one of her family members were murdered. Of course, that is awful news to hear, and I tried to help her the best I could. I told her to calm down, and I learned that is something you should not tell a girl. Do not tell a girl to calm down. That only makes it worse. So, when I did tell her to calm down, that's when she flipped out on me and went on a tangent and said that she does not want to talk to me. So, I left it alone for the night. I know she was in a very bad mood and bad things happened. The next day in school, she told me that when she said she didn't want to talk to me, that she was breaking up with me. And for a few weeks, I was just in a state of, I guess, depression. Though I still want to clarify that this was still middle school love, but it did feel genuine. I thought to myself, if America, the best girl in the school, doesn't like me, then who else possibly would? Who else could possibly like me if the best girl in the school couldn't like me? That was my thought process at the time. And then that's when my mind started to linger. It was a very quiet voice in my head, thinking, what about guys? It was a voice I denied. I tried to hide the voice. I tried to keep it away. I started getting thoughts of guys. I started paying more attention to them. I started feeling attraction to them, especially the bigger guys, the tall ones with a little bit of weight on them. And it was one in particular who I really did find myself attracted to. Of course, I kept trying to deny it, but I did enjoy sitting with him in science class. We sat at the table. It was a group of us. It was that one guy I was attracted to, and his friends, and then me. They joked a lot, had a lot of fun. I tried to fit in, and it was a very weird feeling coming to that class every single day whenever he was there. I started having thoughts of us doing things in the school restroom. I had very explicit thoughts of things we would do, and it was very strange to me because I thought I was straight. And so I kept trying to get rid of those thoughts, but I couldn't. I started doing things at home. In the shower, I started trying out things. And after I did it, I would tell myself it was a joke. I did not want to believe that I could be gay or bi. I was even homophobic myself beforehand. So, the day when I actually realized I was bi was actually from someone online. I was in a group chat on the Kick Messenger app. I usually would text friends at my school, but I started to stray away from that, and I found groups online, and I found very different and interesting people. I was in one group where it was me and two other people, and I guess us being teenagers, we said certain things, and basically what happened was one person in the group chat said how he likes a particular part of the female body. I agreed and said me too. And then he said I like, well, another word for chicken. And so I was like, wait, are you bi? And he said yes. And I don't know what, and I'm not sure why, but I decided to message him in private. I was actually honest about it, saying how I don't know what I am, how I'm confused, and how I've been having problems with my own identity, I suppose. And so that guy, he helped me. He asked me questions, he told me things, he motivated me, and by the end of that chat, that's when he told me, and that's when I realized that I'm bi. I'm bisexual. I remember being in between the kitchen and the living room. I had my charger plugged into the outlet, and I remember saying it out loud, saying, I'm bi. Or did I say I'm bisexual? I can't remember now. Either way, I remember saying it out loud. I was alone at the time. And after that guy helping me realize who I really am, well, we got into a relationship. The internet was a huge part of my life, so dating online, that was normal for me. So we both dated, and being attracted to a guy and the guy being attracted to me, it was a feeling that I can't describe. It was different. It was alien. It was not a normal feeling, but I liked that feeling. After a few weeks, that guy lost interest in me, however, and ignored me. But at least I know who I am now, thanks to him. After that breakup, America and I remained friends. In fact, I remember jokingly saying, "Thank you for breaking up with me. Now I know I like guys, lol." And she said back, "You're welcome?" with a question mark. So to summarize how I realized I was bisexual, I went through a breakup that was, for me, the hardest breakup I've ever been through. And that's when I questioned who actually would like me. and so my mind wandered. I went into a state of confusion, and a guy who wasn't so confused helped me. I have these thoughts every single time because of that one day I almost came out to my mother. I remember it was a promise my friend told me to make in high school. She was a close friend of mine, Alexia.
You go off. Only one person gets in. I want you to do it your senior year.
I will, okay, but I'm gonna be fucking sad. I feel like my mom's gone.
She told me to make a promise with her. We were just walking home from school and playing music through my speakers. It happened to be sad music, and she told me that I need to promise that I'm going to tell my parents the truth by the end of high school. I did not want to make that promise, but I did, and I failed that promise. I'm afraid to know what's going to happen. My family is homophobic. I don't want to risk anything. I failed that promise. I'm sorry, Alex. Now the lights are back on. That's the end of this story. I hope you did enjoy or learn something about me. If you did, just give this video a like and comment. Tell me what you think. But with that being said, I'll see you in the next video. Take care.